Today, British intelligence officials reported that Russia and Ukraine are suffering high numbers of military casualties as Kyiv fights to force out the invading troops. CBS's Ian Lee is there.
A happy Father's Day isn't to be found at this cemetery in eastern Ukraine. Oksana's dad, Vitaly Miroshnichenko, died fighting last March. She now visits his grave, along with her mother, Vida, and his comrade-in-arms, Yevgen, who was near him when he died.
What kind of man was Vitaly?
He was the best father, says his wife, Vida. He was strong-willed like my daughter, and he was my best friend. The pain of his loss, still too fresh for her. He called to say he was coming home, says Oksana. We didn't expect this.
Why did your father feel it was important to fight in this war?
He didn't want the Russians to hurt us, she tells me.
Ukraine won't say how many of its soldiers have died in this war. Western officials put it in the tens of thousands. Of course, many of them were fathers.
And more die every day. The UK says both sides are suffering heavy casualties in Ukraine's counteroffensive. The country is winning ground slowly, but painfully, fought for by men like Yevgen, who is also a father.
What has this war been like for your children?
They're worried, he tells me.
What do you hope the future is like for your children?
Peace and freedom, he says.
Is that why you fight?
Yes. So many fathers in this cemetery fought for the same reason.
We saw dozens of freshly dug graves today, and while this offensive is just getting started, no one expects it to be over quickly. Jerika?
And we can hear the sounds of war behind you. Thank you, Ian.